Hi, it's Sarah. Welcome to the Horse Horoscope for 2020. I'll look at the year ahead, what you can expect if you are born under the sign of a horse. The horse occupies the 7th position in the Chinese zodiac. It's right after the snake and before the sheep. Horse years occur according to this cycle every 12 years. And I'll put some dates up here. Are known for being very friendly, being very active, very animated. They're very energetic people. They love life and they love people, and generally people and life love them back. They like crowds. They like to go and do stuff. They're not usually introverts. They are usually performers, star athletes, or people who are generally running the show. Someone that's in the forefront too. They enjoy sporting events. They enjoy participating as well as watching. They like to host parties or to attend parties. They even excel at meetings. They just like community and to be involved. They're known also for their great sense of humor, and they generally make people laugh. So most likely, if you have a horse in your social circle, you'll know who it is. Someone who is kind, someone who is energetic, and someone who likes to laugh and doesn't mind being the center of attention. But more often, they are very driven with their own particular goals and are kind of working their own career path. So they may not be someone that you even know what they do for a living, but you know that you like them and you know that you like to be around them, right? Usually you'll find a horse in a career such as things that appeal to their leadership side. They like to be in management. They like to take the lead. Horses, though, like dragons, dislike taking orders. So yeah, if it's going to be a job where you're going to be micromanaged, you're probably not going to take it if you're a horse, or if you do take it, you're not going to enjoy it. But basically, a horse can really take any career and make it work. These extroverts do like working with people, so they have no problem doing that. And they have no problem managing people either. And people tend to like them too. The downside of being a horse is people sometimes think you are aloof, arrogant, or self-centered. You come off sometimes like you aren't interested in other people's problems. In reality, you are. But in dealing with groups, sometimes it's very hard to ensure that you address everyone in the group and every personality in the group. So sometimes, yeah, it's really tough for horse natives too to work one-on-one with people. They are known for being very cunning, actually more than intelligent. Probably why horse folks lack self-confidence. They have a good amount of self-esteem, but they're not really confident in their abilities. But yet they're very intelligent too. So there you go. Like I say, they're pretty easygoing and people like them and flock to them. Overall, horses are very popular and they generally have a large circle of friends or big followings online without being overly dominant, like some of the other signs where, they are leaders to the point of you must follow them and you must, do these things. Horse doesn't care as much. They would rather have the company and the friendship. Overall, it's going to be a very trying year for you because of the type of structure and how Rat looks at the world. We're going to break it down and we'll do health, wealth, career, love, and travel. And I don't want to scare you and, be all doom and gloom. You can make it through this and you can actually excel at this. You're just going to have to tweak some things. That's all. So, okay, health-wise, horses are generally known for their good health. It's because you understand the need for a positive attitude. You know you need to eat right. You know that it's your responsibility to take care of yourself, whether that means exercise or whether that means, getting to bed at a certain time or whatever. So you know that, and generally you're pretty proactive. Unfortunately, in 2020, that's going to be a little bit more difficult because 2020 is going to be so amazingly busy for you. And a lot of it is really good and positive, and you're going to be presented with all these opportunities. There's going to be more party invitations. There's going to be more things to do at work. And with that, you, like the rest of us, will run the risk of biting off more than you can chew or burning the candle at both ends, which just means you will overwork yourself, you won't get enough rest, and when you do, your health is likely to suffer. I don't see any huge problems, but you're probably going to have to decline some party invitations and maybe let it be known at work that you can only work overtime or work late one day a week. It's not not going to be something you're going to do every week, and you're not going to work weekends. Because if you do, your health is going to suffer. Looking at career, with this not being a very auspicious year for you, I would say it makes sense to postpone all important decisions regarding your career or your money. If you're thinking about investing, say, in a new house, why not postpone it? Wait a year and see. Don't be in a hurry to change your job either, or don't be in a rush all of a sudden to get married. You should also be very wary of people trying to give you advice, and I know, and I'm giving you advice right now, right? But you should be very wary of people giving you advice on your career, because maybe they know what they're talking about and maybe they don't. Ultimately, only you know what's right for you. It's a year to really slow down and look at what's important to you. I mean, if you take a job that requires you to work more, you'll make more money maybe, but you'll be working much more, so therefore your health is going to suffer, and is it really going to be worth it? It's kind of those things. Is it worth being away from your family and friends for that little bit of extra money? Is it worth the toll it's going to take on your health? Or is this new job or new promotion going to be something that's going to make life easier? And this is something, like I say, only you will know ultimately. Part of the lesson of 2020 for you is just this. You have to decide what's important for you and best for you and your family or loved ones. And no one else can really decide ultimately. It's up to you. Just take it slow and don't be in a hurry to make these decisions. And the thing is, there's going to be lots of opportunities for you. So if you pass on a few, know that something else is coming. Don't worry, okay? And that's going to be the big mantra for you for 2020. Don't worry. All this shall pass. This is just a moment of chaos and uncertainty in the big picture. It's not going to last forever. The year of the rat can be quite rough for the horse because of the way rat looks at the world. If you can shift your perception, maybe work on your communication skills, incorporate more teamwork, and look at how practical rat looks at work, health, love life, all of it. Rat has a very specific structure to everything. And if you can get in that mindset and get structured, things will go a lot smoother. And it may be something that you do easily, and it may be something that you don't want to do because it falls under someone telling you what to do. So therefore you're going to buck just because. And I totally get that as well. But you'll have plenty of chances, see a windfall or increase in profits during the year if you can maintain that balance and remember the structure is needed for a long-term win in 2020. You could also have the opportunity to be promoted at work and to gather more career success. But like I say, this only works if you know what you want and if this promotion or this job change will actually give you what you do desire. Don't jump out there until you have the facts and until you can make an informed decision. Another big key with your career is going to be working as a team instead of you leading the show. And that can be kind of tough on the self-esteem if you're used to running things and now all of a sudden you've been reduced to a team player. But that's what RAT is about. RAT is about the good of the team versus a single star. Keep that in mind with your work projects. When you excel, the team excels, and vice versa. Once you really get that under control, work should be smooth sailing. Actually, things will get better as the year goes by, and I'm going to do just a really small monthly forecast for all the signs probably starting next month. I have half of them done now, but I haven't finished them all, so I thought I would wait. But yeah, we'll do a mini, just like a 5-minute overview for what you can expect in January and February and March, which will give you kind of a heads up too. Avoid places with negative energy, obviously. So if something feels off or wrong, leave. 2020 is not a year for you to push boundaries either. Also, you're advised in 2020 to tighten up the budget, which you do pretty good on your spending, but just become a little bit more aware of it this year because there will likely be unexpected expenses popping up left and right. So it's better if you have a little bit saved. Watch your spending, of course, but don't neglect the necessities that you need with the money. With this type of energy, there's an uncertainty, and it's really easy then to get into a fear mentality where you don't want to spend any money and maybe start kind of neglecting car maintenance or neglecting maybe going to the physician when you need to go. So make sure you don't do that. Watching your budget's probably a good idea, but don't neglect your personal responsibilities. So the main thing with career is just learn. Learn how to work as a team player. Don't worry if it seems like you are getting left behind, because you're not. Know that this too shall pass, and I'll put the best times up too. Love forecast is really interesting. It's going to be difficult to find a romantic partner if you're not already seeing someone. And if you are seeing someone, don't rush to the altar in 2020. You can still go out if you're single and look for love and go out and have fun and hang out with your friends and go to social gatherings and also go to family gatherings. That should be a lot of fun. But will you meet someone? Probably not. And if you do, great, but it's probably not going to be that special one. If you're already in a confirmed relationship, you should try and save the union by being pleasant to your partner and keeping up with good communication. And that's the thing. Don't think that everything's going to rock along because it was good the last 2 years, which, yeah, no. You will have to invest some time into the relationship to keep it moving forward, and make sure that you don't overlook your partner's feelings. Also, make sure that you share your feelings with your partner. Talking will actually help you not fall into this pit of fear over all these changes going on. So it will be very beneficial for you on many levels. And as I say, don't expect to finalize it with a wedding in 2020 or even in 2021 either. Married horses will actually do very well in 2020 because they already have structure and they already have a routine. See, they are set to find a deeper love or maybe a deeper level of pleasure in being in each other's company. There will be some rocky patches, of course, and I'll put the best and the worst months up. But overall, yeah, they should be fine. Like I say, if you're already in a committed relationship or you already have set the date for the wedding, it should be fine if you get married in 2020. It's just, if you all of a sudden say in November or December think you should get married, probably wait. Okay, so that's health, wealth, love. What about travel? You're gonna have the opportunity to travel in 2020, both for work and for fun. I would say have a checkup before you travel, before you go mountain climbing or before you go surfing, anything too intense. Just because you're going to be working more, you're going to be tired and probably neglecting your diet, and you know that's important. To make the most of these trips and to have the best time, it's really important to really sit down and plan the adventure and then double check your plan. There's going to be some surprises, and there's a possibility of financial loss due to traveling. And that's, I know, a really vague term, but that just could mean things rack up more money than what you expected. So it's always wise to put a little bit back ahead of time before the trip, because it's really hard to stay on budget when you're traveling, especially if anything goes wrong. Overall, it's going to be a very trying year, but it's nothing you can't handle. It's a year where you're going to be presented different opportunities, and each one has a lesson, and saying no to each one is a lesson as well. So it's really important to decide what you want, what's going to make you and your family happy, which direction you want your life to go in, what direction you want your career to go in, and stay structured and focused on that. And don't forget the self-care, because if you start neglecting your health, you're going to suffer, you're going to get sick. And with that comes a whole other mess of problems, including loss of finances. Definitely start your calendar with, exercise and stick to it. Self-care is going to be really important. And if you're having problems already starting 2020 with some nagging pains or maybe some fear, kind of nervous about the year, don't worry, you can get through this. You can get through this, and it's not going to be that horrible. It's going to be full of lessons, yes, but it will go a lot easier if you are eating right, if you're getting enough sleep and enough exercise. And that will greatly allow you to laugh at some of these situations that otherwise might really upset you. But yeah, you can make a lot of progress in 2020, and you can move forward definitely in your career. So overall, if you take your time, make the right decisions based on what's best for you, not someone else advising you, and take care of yourself, yeah, it should be an okay year. Okay, I hope this helps. If you haven't already, be sure and watch the overview of 2020, which will talk about the general flavor for everyone. And the next video will be right out. Reiki blessings. Bye-bye.